What's your guys' sales pitch to me for Dune 2?
I'll tell you this.
Is it still a 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
It's in the top 5 movies now.
10 out of 10. I don't know if is any movie really a 10 out of 10.
What got knocked out?
What got knocked out?
Well, every movie Evan recently sees moves into the top 5.
False.
Except for Greatest Showman. That stays.
Correct. I watched that. I remember exactly where I was when I watched that.
Is Greatest Showman number 1? Or is Dark Knight number 1? Spider-Man?
Dark Knight's not in my top 5.
The Batman?
Batman's in my top 5.
Where does this rank for you?
No Time to Die is actually number 1.
Really?
That gave me every single emotion in my body.
Interstellar?
That's number 1.
Have you seen Interstellar?
I have seen Interstellar.
That movie is elite.
It's all right.
Oh, it's great.
I don't want to get just sidetracked. Here we go. Dune 2, Alex.
Dune 2.
No spoilers,
what's our
but like,
pitch?
how would you sell it?
How would you sell it?
All right. Incredible cinematography.
Fantastic.
Elite acting performances by more than one person. A cool villain. I think that would excite you.
Multiple cool villains.
Yeah, but one that's like super edgy and freaky and weird. Good stuff.
I don't know if Grant would recognize who that guy is if you pulled up a picture of that character in the movie. I don't think Grant would recognize him.
I recognize him like right away.
I did not recognize him until like halfway through the movie.
No, not Christopher Walken.
Oh. Okay.
No, he's old.
I also did not like
Austin Butler.
Christian Walken. Oh my god, I can't even say his name.
Christopher Walken.
Thank you. I didn't like his character.
I didn't either. I thought he was a loser.
And I didn't like his role as the character. Like, I wish there was somebody like low profile, low topic, and it and it had like a bigger role.
I've heard that.
He kind of just like hovered around and then it said a couple words and then hovered around. That was about it.
Bane's in the movie. Selling point.
Tom Hardy.
No, just kidding. Dave Bautista's in the movie. He's like Bane version of Dune. Without a mask.
Is it like a good plot line? Like, is it actually...
Absolutely. Makes you think. Keeps you on your toes.
I just don't... I'm just going to
was like, I didn't find it like...
Grant's not going to like this movie.
There wasn't really any slow moments in the movie, though.
I honestly felt when the movie ended that it went by fast, and it did not feel like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
If you can get through Dune, the first Dune 2 is like all nonstop action.
There's just things that I know Grant will not... Like, we'll make him angry, and he'll like be tuned out from. Riding worms. That's not going to happen for Grant. He's not going to be able to deal with that. Bro. It's not a spoiler. That's like a normal thing in the movie.
Yeah.
That is realistic.
My biggest fear is I'm going to commit the time. I'm going to think it's mid, and then you guys are going to be like, Grant, you're just being a hater because everyone else liked it. I'll just be totally honest if I like it or not.
You will not like the first one. You won't.
I've heard Star Wars comps, which makes me nervous. It does.
Star Wars stole a lot of things from Dune. But
that makes me nervous.
Dune is much more like a lot of Star Wars movies are like cheesy and dumb. Dune movies are very like they're serious, not like
they're modern.
Not much laughing.
Okay,
like, yeah, seems like more serious plot lines. Good actors, good actresses.
Zendaya.
You need to see more Florence Pugh on TV, on the screen.
You're not going to like it. There's 2 aspects of the movie you're not going to like. Worms and...
But worms are in the first one.
Witchish craft. One names his witchcraft, but
like you're saying some things are like you have to suspend belief in reality to get there.
Yes. But
not really. The movie it's not too far-fetched. There's modern people that think that same way, though.
There are. Grant is not one of them. But it's supposed to be placed like 20,000 years into the future.
Okay.
So if you can accept that maybe in 20,000 years some of this stuff might happen.
Okay.
Maybe.
So it's one of those things where you quickly realize their universe is different than whatever we know, and then there's certain things that happen in that universe that are normal to them but make no sense to us.
But basically, without spoiling, in like 20,000 years, it was like the same like Earth or whatever as we are right now. But AI and all that stuff got really bad, so they got rid of all of it. It's like gone. To like get rid of all like technology, other than like a few things, and that's what they're at. So like they go backwards. But some dude wrote this in like 1960.
Wow, that's trippy.
I don't know. If you can accept that it's like way in the future and potentially possible, you might be able to like it. If you can appreciate good performances.
Game of Thrones comp?
Yeah,
I enjoyed
Game of Thrones? I don't.
The end of it, yeah. It was all right.
Oh, you didn't enjoy it because dragons.
No, like with that, I could, like I'm saying, I could convince myself that.
How did you feel about like what's her name, the Red Witch? Is that what they call her?
Yeah,
that was a little like I didn't get her part a few times. Like I understood, but it was like that was a little much. Dragons were fine. I understood dragons,
but like her part where like what'd she do? Like she could kill people without actually like touching them, curse them or
she,
whatever.
Like, sacrificed herself and like really she was an old bag and yeah, that was a little
light.
woo-woo.
God light.
Like bringing people back from the dead is a little woo woo.
I mean, how Fantasyland do you think Dune 2 is, Evan, 1 to 10?
Fantasyland? No matter what number I'm going to say, people are going to be like, dude, that's way too low.
Well, I got to think the war type stuff of it is like all pretty realistic, I think.
The combat scenes, pretty...
They're just like legit fighting, shooting, normal.
All right.
It's not like they like fly in at each other and like have wings and shit. That is nothing like... They're all normal humans. It's all normal people. There's no like weird characters like in Star Wars. There's a bunch of like weird looking animal things like that talk. There's
nothing like that.
It's just humans.
Right. I like that.
And giant worms.
It might save me because like what hurts me with the superhero stuff is like they're set in modern day with just superheroes, so it's super fake. Like that would never happen.
You'll know that this is not set in modern day. Right.
Yeah, I think that could save me. Like with Game of Thrones, I'm cool with dragons because it makes sense to like that time period. So I might be able to get there with this. I might be able to get there.
You also, no offense to you,
it's a must watch. You have to watch it this year.
You have to see it strictly just for the hype of it. But at the same time, you don't like movies that are super serious and you have to think. Like you didn't like Oppenheimer that much.
No, I did.
Well, I don't think you had to think. I don't think you have to.
I don't know.
I did enjoy Oppenheimer.
It's pretty intricate in the beginning. If you like miss some stuff, you're gonna be confused. The second one, really, I'm saying the first one. There's a lot of things you have to pay attention to.
Oppenheimer, I put in like the 7s. I still liked it. That'll be great.
First one's a little slow, then all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's like boom, it's over, and you're like, what the?
Well, I mean, yeah, Batman Begins first one ends a drag. Weird. I'll be honest. Batman Begins was a drag.
Yeah, Batman Begins is boring.
For large chunks,
not that much
it was just
action in that one.
No.
At least in the first Dune, there is like one ginormous scene of terror.
Is there going to be a third one?
Probably. It's not greenlit yet, but it'll be like 2027 by the time we see it anyways.
Do you think with no spoilers they left it where there's a logical third one? Or is it going to be
perfectly set up for a third one? Like if they don't make a third one, it would be devastating.
Interesting.
Well, this is the movie of the
12 years into the future. It's the best movie of 2024. It might be hard to beat.
It's going to be hard to beat. I don't know what other movies come out this year, but I don't see any movies topping this one.
I mean, Luke went out and bought the books after he saw the movie.
I saw that. Luke is selling me a lot. Based on his actions.
He's a big movie guy too. My brother's a big movie guy, and he tried to see it a second time. And unfortunately for him, he got kicked out, basically.
This is a movie I would see again. Like, I would like to see again. I could sit through it in the theater again.
I was going to do it today, but then I might do it tomorrow.
Wow.
I have nothing going on in the afternoon.
Theaters? Do I need to get moving?
The theater experience is probably way better than anything you're going to see otherwise.
Yes.
I would recommend.
I think I
theater
might
always.
go at 3:45 tomorrow.
Oh, it's practice is
Well.
over. So you're just chilling.
I have a week off before baseball starts.
Spring break.
Classic Evan, not knocking off his list. He's just going to
Watching the
rewatch
same
one he
movie
just saw. Classic Evan. Maybe instead of the bar crawl on Saturday, this is what Saturday turns into, is a Dune session.
You got to watch the first Dune, though, and you have to get through it and realize that you're not going to like Dune 1, realistically. You're
What
going
if
to be
I'm
bored.
hooked on Dune? If I'm hooked on Dune 1,
Oh,
I'm
then
all
you're going
in.
to just for Dune 2. You will. Dude, it's a great movie. I even watched a bunch of YouTube videos after the movie to try to get more.
Who's we?
Also,
What?
Who's
uh,
we?
we
You said
I
we
said
watched
me.
a bunch of YouTube videos. I thought
Oh.
you said we. I was like, oh.
he might have.
I did.
I also-
I'm going to go back.
It's not his fault, but just Timothy Chalamet's look kind of annoys me. Just like his general look. So that's going to be a tough obstacle for me to overcome.
He's a hot dude.
I don't love when he like tries to be
He's
manly
not
and
hot.
yell.
He's not hot, Evan.
Grant, he's a
He
hot
kind of
dude.
looks like a little mouse.
He's not hot.
No, I think he's hot.
His curly hairs, I'm not for me.
You wish you had that hair.
Not my
Alex, let's be
type.
honest.
Sure, I would take it.
Okay.
Pete's the no hair I have, but that's not saying much.
Alex would just trim it down to a buzz cut out of spite.
I would probably
be
just
"Yeah,
like
I
buzz
could do
cut it
this," but-
anyways.
You'd look like Eminem when he dyed his hair black.
Ugh, I would look terrible with black hair. Oh, look
That's
terrible.
my point.
So yeah, I don't want his hair. I'd have to dye it.
How can you not get by
Um,
Timothy Chalamet? Come on, Grant.
That just doesn't get it for me.
Isn't he banging Kylie Jenner?
I think so.
He might be. It's just crazy.
Must be
but
kind of hot,
whatever.
dude.
Or famous.
Eh,